I remember back in high school when I was about 14, 15 years old, we would go and play football sometimes, right, as part of a PE session. And I hated PE. Like, I really wasn't into fitness like I am now. Like, I wasn't into the gym. I didn't care about sport. I didn't care about football. I didn't care about any of that stuff. And I remember, like, sometimes they'd force us to go play football. And I'd fucking hate it when they did this, right? I'd really dread it because you couldn't get out of it. You just had to go play football. I didn't even know the rules, right? I didn't even know the rules of football. And I went to go play football. And I was like, we were all separated into groups, like 3 or 4 groups to play like 3 or 4 games, whatever. And I was put with this group of lads, and I was on like one team, and then these other lads were on the other team. And I remember like just being the odd one out, like the loser in the group, right? I was never popular in school, and I was the complete loser in the group. And all the other lads all collectively agreed, like, yep, Joe, you're going in net. And I was like, okay, brilliant, I'm in net. So I'm sat in the net, and this guy keeps like banging in goal after goal. And I remember I didn't even try because I just wasn't interested in football at all, right? I had no confidence at the time. I wasn't friends with any of these guys, and they were just scoring goals, and my team were like, whatever, right? They didn't care because they just knew I wasn't even going to try. And I remember that after this happened, like after the game happened, my teammate actually started like being a bit aggressive with me. Like one of the kids, I can't remember his name, but he was actually like sort of giving me a bit of shit for this, right? And he started like bullying me essentially, and he started pushing me and stuff like this. And I remember just like, I was so like, I couldn't defend myself at all. I just like tried to walk off. Like I was trying to just escape the situation, right? I was a bit of a weird kid, right? And I just could not like be in this situation. I didn't like it at all. And I remember afterwards just feeling really shitty about this, right? And I remember I told my form tutor at the time, like your kind of teacher that's like your main teacher, I guess, for like your form. I remember telling him, and he was just sort of like, you know, didn't really care, to be honest. He was like, oh yeah, I'll go speak to him and stuff like this. And I know that he wasn't bothered at all. Why am I telling you this story, right? Why am I telling you this random story about me getting like bullied a little bit? But the reason I'm telling you this story is because I actually learned a valuable lesson that day. And that was, don't be a fucking loser. Don't be the guy who doesn't speak to anyone, who always ends up last and gets put in net, and just try and be the best version of yourself. Be likable, be charismatic, speak to people you don't know, be confident. And it was like multiple stories like this that I've got, right, that all came together that I learned through school. Basically, I came out of school learning that, okay, being introverted, being a bit of a loser, being a bit weird isn't going to fare well for you, right? You need to try and become more extroverted. You might get told your whole life by your whole friends and by some TikToker, you're an introvert, right? Oh, do you love like cuddling up and watching Netflix and like hot chocolate and just like staying indoors and music and self-care and all this stuff, right? And you're told that you're an introvert, okay? I genuinely think there are some people who are naturally more confident, 100%. They're born more confident. This wasn't me, okay? They're born more confident. And then there's some people that are born very introverted. And I think it's just the way they were raised, honestly. But anyone who's an introvert can become an extrovert. It's a full, there's nothing genetic about being extroverted and introverted. It's not genetics. It's mindset. It's complete mindset, and it's the way you were raised, okay? Why am I making this video? I'm basically making this video to tell you that if you're currently introverted and you don't have any confidence, and you're at school, and you're young, right? This video is going to the younger guys out there who are still finding the way. Please don't fall for the myth. And if you've been told this through some TikTok or whatever, that you're an introvert and that it's cool to be an introvert and that it's part of your like personality trait, like your set of fixed traits, that like you could be white and an introvert. No. You can be white 100%, that can't change. You can be male 100%, that's not going to change. You can be female 100%, that's not going to change. But you're not just introverted and that's not going to change, okay? That's like saying I'm poor and that's not going to change. Like, no. You can change, okay? Like, you can become better at socializing. It's a skill. And the story I told at the beginning there was a result of me being very introverted, very weird, and not wanting to get involved in the sport, not helping my team out, okay? And I did that because I thought, I'm an introvert. I am above this game of football that all these extroverted people play, okay? I'm above that, right? I'm gonna be a drop shipper. Like, I was all about business and doing this stuff, right? And I realized like later in life, like I'm 22 now. This was back when I was like 14, 15. I'm 22 now, and I just realized looking back, if you're introverted like I was as a kid, like you can change. I'm not introverted anymore. If you're born introverted, that is not you. You can change that. And I genuinely think you're probably better off if you do change it. You're probably better off if you go out more, develop confidence, meet new people, and get over your fears, okay? A lot of introversion is people actually coping and not wanting to face their fears. Let's be honest. If you say, oh, I can't go out, I'm an introvert, it's like, no. You're too pussy to go and speak to those people. You're too pussy to come out and meet my friends. Like, you know, if I was taking another friend out who hasn't met my friends, like, oh, I don't know, right? You're just being a pussy, right? I'm sorry. People who are genuinely introverted, like, yes, it's the way you're raised and all this stuff, but a lot of it is just coping mechanisms, right? Like, they're just not confident and they don't want to face their fears and they have no like discipline or anything like this, okay? And they're lazy, usually. Easiest way to become more extroverted, I've found, for me, is just going out and seeing people more, developing confidence through going to the gym. A lot of it is gym related, I'll be honest, like and a lot of guys I know as well who are introverted, they start training, they start working out and they're suddenly not introverted anymore. So a lot of it's about your self-image, your self-worth, like the work that you put in on yourself, self-improvement. Honestly, like if you just get on self-improvement in general, which this video has come up for you on your YouTube homepage, so clearly you're into self-improvement already, so that's good. So just keep on with the journey, man. You'll get there, right? Become more extroverted, go out and meet people. It's going to give you better business opportunities in the future. It's going to make you more likely to be likable, have more friends and have a better time, right? There's like no upside to being introverted. Like from what I can think of, like from being an introvert my whole life and changing it, like I'd say I'm more extroverted now than introverted. Like there's no benefit to being an introvert. There's nothing to gain from it, like really at all. I don't think so. So yeah, that's the advice I'd give to the younger guys who are in high school, who are introverted, and I guarantee you probably just think you're stuck being an introvert, but trust me, I've been there, bro. You're not. You can change. Just carry on self-improvement. Go to the gym, work on yourself, work on your mental health. Stop watching porn. Stop being addicted to social media. Meet people. Stop coping, and you'll be fine. Okay, bro. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you got some value out of that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.